Special B. Today I want to talk about cheating. Cheating. What does it mean? Why do we cheat? What's the thing that attracts us to cheating? Self, 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 and more self. For me, my opinion is that most of the cheating are done because of insecurities. Insecurities about you not believing that a man can just deal with one partner for the rest of their lives. Insecurity about your performances, insecurity about other people around, insecurity about attractive friends, and insecurity about yourself. You needing to be wanted, to feel wanted. It goes deeper than that. People like to feel sexy or attractive or beautiful or handsome, so they will then would choose as many partners that will tell them what they need to know about how good or attractive they are, or perfect, or great body, or the rest of it. So that need of constant fulfillment, constant comments, constant, adoration, and all those needs, and many of us become a slave to that. We become addicted to that. Addicted to something refreshing, something new, constantly wanting to experience new experiences. Then after a while it becomes routine. I believe everybody that if you were a single person and all you did is just sleep around with different, after a little while sex is going to be so routine to you, even if these people are new. So it's all about the mind, recreating, reinventing yourself, making things refreshing, and then connecting to other things than just the physical connection, which actually make things a bit more exciting, refreshing, and I believe that sex with love, it's a wonderful thing, it's be a great thing. And then I think when you have a connection with someone and then you work on that connection, you can make it such as powerful as you want it to be. And that's a problem. Then there's also those that have open relationship, which I don't have a problem with. Two adults that wants to do something together, and they think that's the way they want to conduct their life, and it's good for them. I believe that for me, those kind of things, situation will bring other rules. You be playing with different rules. They still have to be rules. Rules like, do you invite someone else with both of you there, or is one person allowed to invite someone else? And what if that person didn't keep to the rule? What do you do? How do you check? There's so many trust issue things that may come across. So other people might even worry about that. Other people might be just that, our love is stronger than just the physical connection that we have, and then we could do more. But I just believe that as human, as us, we glamorize all the things that's supposed to be abnormal and all of this, and then all of a sudden they become a really, really cool thing. Yeah, cool to do that and stuff like that. So, but I just think that there must be a line, or everything needs to be moderation. Commitment. Everyone, we all have a bit of jealousy. We all need to be wanted and adored and all of this kind of stuff. But you want love, you want all this connection, and then I think sometimes you can find all of that with one person, and then you don't constantly have to keep changing and chasing. I think the majority of people having unhappy relationships and being involved in circumstances that they don't like, or they wish it was different, and then everyone always talk about, especially I speak to those people, talk about how they wish they were in a relationship, they wish they had someone loving and caring, coming home to, and all this kind of stuff. So you know what, that feelings exist in everyone. Some of us decide to block it and to not explore on it or express it, and some of us decide to embrace it. And then I think those that don't embrace it, it's more of a fear factor than actually they don't feel it. When you're insecure about feeling things, being hurt, being disappointed or being heartbroken and all this, you stop taking risks. You start choosing the easy options, and the easy option obviously is to meet different people all the time. And that way you don't have to get to know them. You don't have to have any expectation. You don't have to be disappointed by them. But you know what? There's always that void and that emptiness that you still want to be loved and want to be cared for and all this kind of stuff. Different from the family and friends kind of love. You want a romantic love. You want to share that special connection with someone. And then often that is a problem. A problem that we all face when we decide to just be too promiscuous. We get caught up in the lifestyle. We don't know how to commit. I think that society overall doesn't know how to commit or to be involved in something significant and worth it, and then because we don't have those role models, we don't have those practices, and then the cycle goes on and on and on. The younger generation is even worse and harder for them to just being able to take responsibilities. And that's not just with relationship, with just life in general. You find loads of young people now are insensitive to responsibility. They don't want to cook, kids growing up without both parents and parenting skills, and then they become parents themselves and all this kind of stuff. So that then affects the next generation next. So because of lack of responsibilities and commitment to so many things, it's channeling down. So I think there needs to be a line where there's a moral ground when you say, when is it going to stop? We need to put like some kind of model, a foundation model where that would help us and to be in a healthy environment. And then one may say, you're talking about this, and what about other type of relationship when it's not a man and a woman and all men and men? That's not the same thing. Relationship is relationship. Loving someone is loving someone. There is no right or wrong in loving someone, but there is a right or wrong when you're not providing a safe environment for yourself or other people, or when you're doing things to hurt other people, when you breaking people's trust. Or you make a commitment with someone, you're going to be with them, just them alone and nobody else, and then every chance you get you want to go and explore and then experience new things and all this kind of stuff, when deep down that's not really what you want. You want that person, but the fear of you being with one person or being just committed or being loved and then that person letting you down or having problems, and it just kills you. There's also that point we need to look at that, why do people cheat? Anyway, people cheat most of the time because they're unhappy in the circumstances where they don't feel fulfilled. There's lack of communication, there's lack of trust, and then all of them kind of issues would then push them to think the worst of the circumstances, and then their reaction becomes they go and find comfort somewhere else. They go and find that special thing somewhere else. 90% of the time they don't, find that something else with somebody else, and then the cycle goes on and on and on. So it's a really, really sad issue that why people cheat, and then for me it boils down to self-beliefs and self-security and insecurities, and then us keep acting out of character because of what might happen or how we feel and stuff like that. So I think it's straightforward. The more we find ourselves, the more we know what we want, the more we're comfortable with ourselves, the more we say, I'm going to be the best I'm going to be in this relationship regardless what's going on. I know if this relationship didn't work, at least I was the best person in this relationship. I think that's what we need to take, and we need to adapt that all the time, so that way that we don't have to worry what's happening with the other person, what's happening tomorrow, or what should I do, or how should I act or not act and stuff like that. Then just you act the way you feel comfortable. It's your relationship too. You need to feel comfortable and be happy with it. So you act that way. If everybody adopted that attitude, we would have such beautiful kind of relationships everywhere, because everybody would be to say, I'm going to be the best I can be in this relationship, and the other person doing the same. And two people thinking like that in a relationship, that's going to be an awesome relationship. And then me saying this, I'm not being a devil advocate for people that do all of that kind of stuff. You need to be cautious, you need to be concerned, you need to know what's going on in your relationship. You need to always be up to speed with things that's happening and things that's not happening. You need to secure yourself. You need to be in a safe environment. But on the same breath, you need to find someone you think that will provide that. Don't find somebody that's bringing drama in your life and expecting them to change, because that will not happen, you know, because they were just going to bring tornadoes after hurricane in your life, and you forever be that insecure person and keep forever going through them kind of circumstances. And then when you meet the perfect person, you don't even realize that that's a perfect person for you, because you're so caught up in how people misbehave and then treat others bad and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, a bit of self-searching and a bit of self-commitment, and then, you know, we can go very far when it comes to wanting to disappoint or break a trust of the loved one.